Have you ever thought about how a single moment of attention can change your entire life? There was once a boy who was the pride of his village, the one everyone had high hopes for. But in just one moment he became a joke to the same people who once admired him. However, he later discovered a secret that all successful people use as their greatest weapon. What was that secret? Keep watching to find out. In a small village, nestled between vast fields and rolling hills, lived a boy named Aaron. He was different from most children in the village. While others spent their free time playing, Aaron spent his time buried in books. He was fascinated by learning, always eager to solve math problems and read stories of great leaders. Despite his love for education, Aaron's life wasn't easy. His family was poor and he had to work hard to help them. Every morning before the sun rose, he would wake up, carry a basket on his back, and walk to the fields where he worked alongside his father. They tilled the land, planted crops, and harvested whatever they could to make ends meet. By midday, Aaron would rush home, eat a simple meal, and hurry to school. He was always exhausted, but his determination never wavered. Even with his tiring routine, he remained the brightest student in his class. His teachers admired his dedication, and the villagers often spoke about how he would bring pride to the village one day. "That boy is going to do something great," they would say. "One day he will make us all proud." Aaron's heart swelled with happiness whenever he heard these words. He promised himself that no matter how hard life got, he would never give up on his dream of becoming a scholar. Years passed and the final exams arrived, the exams that would decide his future. The entire village had high hopes for him. His teachers believed he would be the top scorer again. Aaron studied harder than ever, sacrificing sleep and leisure to prepare. Finally, the results were announced. Aaron rushed to the school board, his heart pounding with excitement. But as he scanned the list of names, his excitement turned into shock. He had failed one subject. His body stiffened and his hands grew cold. This must be a mistake, he thought. But no, it was real. He had failed. The news spread quickly through the village. The same people who once praised him now whispered behind his back. "We thought he was the smartest," someone said. "Looks like he wasn't as bright as we believed," another muttered. The words stung like sharp knives. Everywhere Aaron went, he felt the weight of their disappointment. It wasn't just the failure that hurt, it was the way people changed. He had always believed that the villagers supported him, but now, it felt like they were waiting for his downfall. His once confident steps became hesitant. His once bright eyes dimmed with doubt. He couldn't focus on anything. Even his books, which had once been his escape, now felt meaningless. One evening, after another day of hearing whispers and taunts, Aaron decided he couldn't take it anymore. He went to his teacher, an old, wise man who had always guided him. "Sir," Aaron said, his voice breaking, "whenever I step outside, people mock me. They laugh at my failure. I feel ashamed. I don't know what to do." The teacher looked at him thoughtfully and then smiled. "Aaron, I have something for you. But first, I need you to complete a task for me." Aaron was eager for any solution, so he nodded quickly. The teacher handed him a clay pot. "Fill this pot to the brim with milk and bring it back to me. But remember, not even a single drop should spill. If you can do that, I will give you the solution to your problem." Aaron was confused. How could carrying milk help him? But he respected his teacher and didn't question the request. The next morning, Aaron did exactly as he was told. He carefully filled the pot to the very top, making sure the milk didn't overflow. Then he began his journey back to the teacher's house. The road was uneven and full of stones. With each step he focused on balancing the pot. He moved slowly, carefully placing his feet to avoid any sudden movements that might spill the milk. As he walked through the village, people still talked about him. "There goes the boy who failed," one person sneered. "He won't amount to anything now," another laughed. But something strange happened. Aaron didn't react. He didn't even hear them properly. His entire focus was on the milk. His mind had no space for their words. By the time he reached his teacher's house, he realized something incredible. This was the first time in weeks that he hadn't felt hurt by their words. He placed the pot down and looked at his teacher. "Did people still mock you today?" the teacher asked. "Yes," Aaron replied. "But did you pay attention to them?" Aaron hesitated. "No. I was too focused on the milk. I didn't even notice them properly." The teacher smiled. "And that, Aaron, is the answer to your problem." Aaron frowned, still confused. "I don't understand, sir." The teacher picked up a book from his table. "Success is like this pot of milk," he explained. "When you focus on your goal, you have no time to worry about what others are saying. But if you let yourself get distracted, you will spill everything you worked hard for." Aaron's eyes widened as the realization sank in. "People will always talk," the teacher continued. "Some will praise you and some will bring you down. But their words don't define you. Your focus does. If you give them your attention, you will lose your path. But if you keep your eyes on your goal, nothing else will matter." For the first time in weeks, Aaron felt a sense of clarity. He had been focusing on the wrong thing, on people's opinions instead of his dreams. That day, Aaron made a decision. He would no longer let others control his emotions. He would focus on his goals and ignore the noise around him. He picked up his books again, this time with more determination than ever. He studied harder, not for the village, not for their approval, but for himself. Months passed and Aaron took the exam again. This time he not only passed, he scored the highest marks in the entire district. When the results were announced, the same villagers who once mocked him now cheered for him. But Aaron no longer cared about their opinions. He had learned the greatest lesson of all. Success comes to those who focus on their journey, not the voices around them. So, whenever you face criticism, whenever people doubt you, remember this story. Keep your focus on your dreams and one day your success will silence the noise. Don't stop. Keep going. Let your achievements speak for you.